Hello all. The person who has redeemed this reward would like you to know that they are
First!
All right, welcome on in. Welcome. What's happening, Title? How you doing, buddy?
How's your snake? Funny thing to fucking ask. Hopefully everybody's having a good Thursday. Tuesday? Fuck, man. My days are all messed up. I was just talking about Thursday though. That's why I was getting all messed up. How you guys doing? Vash, bro, how are you doing? How's your guys' day going? It's not how I want to start my day. I agree. I made the, I said it in the Discord. Any day there's a snake is inside is a bad day. It's a bad thing. I don't like snakes much. I can appreciate how cute snakes can be, but I don't like snakes. I've almost ran enough snakes over on the mower, or with the mower, I should say. I don't have a ride mower. With a mower that I don't like doing it. I don't want to do it. Yeah, how are you guys doing today though? How's Tuesday treating you guys? Snakes are luckily never around me. Never? I got like a couple in my backyard that I always have to be careful of. I wanted to make myself a note of something I wanted to add to the stream. It's like a channel point thing or something later. Sorry. Week is flying. I love to hear that. The week has been very slow for me at work, which has been very boring because I have so many things to do at home. I'm so behind on things still. I am traveling this weekend and then off next week. And so I have been trying to get everything ready as much as possible for that. And I don't know if you guys feel, how much you guys go on vacation or do vacation-y things or anything, but like the lead up is so stressful. I've been trying to make lists for like a month or so of like all the things I want to make sure I pack or bring or get done before, and it's been slipping away at this point. A slow for me, dude. Hopefully slow in a good way. Mine was slow and kind of like starting to teeter into bad, where it was just ungodly slow, and I ended up getting just really, really tired at some point at work. Like hitting that wall, where you hit that wall and it's just like another level of tired though. And it's just, I literally came home and took a nap. 2 hours in the actual facility today. Yeah, you were talking about you're hoping you were gonna get another driver sometime soon, right? Something like that. Yeah, tomorrow hopefully I'll have some time to go through and get some stuff done for the trip. I just want to pack a few things or get some things like pre-packed. Luckily because we're driving, I can take some things like coffee stuff. So I'm gonna get some of that stuff kind of prepped. Maybe taking my Switch, just some general things like that. Did an interview today. Did you do it, or did the work do it? I'm not conducting them. Oh, nice. But I am there, so that's been, dude. Yeah, interviewing is cool, because you get a good vibe for somebody, doing an interview and stuff. You get a good sense of their vibe. And I don't think that's it's not something I love doing, but it's worth experiencing, getting it in. Oh, so that being said, yeah, we're going to be going over some news here in just a little bit. There was kind of a lot of news today. I was kind of surprised. There's a lot of stuff popping off this week, so we'll go over some of that. Tomorrow PlayStation has an event, I think, going on. I think it's tomorrow, and so we'll cover that Thursday. Summer Game Fest is Friday. I'll be co-streaming that, a little watch party here. Yeah, just a lot of shit going on. What was it? Epic did some kind of Unreal thing today. We'll go over some of that. I definitely don't like judging someone during. No. Here's the thing is, it shouldn't be judgment. You should just be keeping an open mind, but getting a vibe for who they are, you know? I never think like an interview should be the make or break thing. It's just getting a sense of if they're the right person for your team, you know? You know how you can get like a good vibe from somebody too, like, you know, and people can BS those things, and I'm, you know, I don't think that that's, you know, I just more so want to see like my team has a flow and stuff, and sometimes it doesn't work for people, and that's okay. I just, you know, if you get to do an interview, which I don't get to do interviews now since we go through a temp agency, but you can definitely get that idea. Or like that's why I do like the temp thing, because I get the 90 days of somebody kind of getting in, and you can kind of see if they flow with what your team is, your team dynamic, and some people are great for it and some people aren't, but interviews are definitely cool for that. I got to do an interview with somebody a long while ago, and I was like, this person's pretty cool, and they ended up being not that cool. So as I say, it's not an end all be all kind of thing, to me at least. But yeah, so we're gonna go over some news today. Maybe we'll get some System Shock in. We will see. Not sure for sure. And then yeah, and then like I said, Summer Game Fest on Friday. It's a loud squeak. All right, well, while we're chilling for a little bit, let's come over here real quick. In-house candidates, ooh, I love that. I love giving people an opportunity. The in-house hire is essential. Give the in-house people a chance. Let's do a couple of quick web games while we're chilling, and then we're gonna get into some news here in just a few. We'll do a little guess the game here. This does look familiar-ish. That's right. Yeah, dude, I love when they do in-house hires. The problem that I end up seeing is like sometimes they should do in-house hires, you know, and then they don't, or you know, or like I've seen this happen where a company will decide on a person and then not do any hire or no in-house interviews and stuff, or even external interviews. And I don't like that kind of stuff. I feel like you should give everybody a chance, even if you want to BS them and that you're never going to give it to them. I feel like giving them the opportunity to try and get it, I feel like is essential. JRPG. I don't know what this is. I don't know JRPGs. It's a PSP game. JRPG, released in 2010. To be honest, it could be any fucking Final Fantasy game ever. I would never know. I just don't play JRPGs. Let's see if it's a Final Fantasy game. Fuck it. Nah, it's not even a Final Fantasy game. Neon Falcom Corp. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. I only had a PSP for a very short time. I never had a PSP. I was never so rich to have a PSP. No, that's not true. I had predominantly Nintendo handhelds. So I had a Game Boy Color, and then I had a 3DS. That was my next handheld after. So mine was stolen. Oh damn, bro. I hate to hear that. Legend of Heroes. Okay. Damn, man. Isn't that crazy how much shit like that happens where you had something as a kid and then it got stolen? Man, that shit is so crazy. Or you lent it to a friend and never got it back. Disc reader's broken. Man, we could probably fix that fucking disc reader, man. We could probably fucking do it. I was gonna say Legend of title. Damn, bro. See, I would have been like, bros over here think it's Legend of Zelda, because I'm an idiot. I wouldn't have known which one. Bro, I wouldn't have known at all. I would not have known. All right, let's get a little game duel in as well. Turbocharged sequel to the brain-twisting, world-famous creative puzzle game. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? Yeah, that's one of those things, like, when it comes to JRPGs, I become very, very non-knowing of anything. Man, this looks like Mousetrap. You guys remember Mousetrap from the board game back in the day? That shit was so cool. You set up the whole contraption. It was kind of kind of a whole thing. I remember that. It was a good time. I don't know how to play that game, but I definitely know how that Mousetrap worked. So I could use games downloaded off my SD. Oh, man was using stolen games. Oh my god. Nice, man. Nice. When Mousetrap played, I never played it. Dude, Mousetrap was so sick. I need to do game. I need to find like the OG, the old school. Maybe these are the old school ones. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. Yeah, this game, man, I legitimately, I have no idea how to play it, but I do know the Mousetrap mechanic. You got to get the mouse all the way to the cheese, and then you do a whole bunch of things in all the way to get into the little net that comes down on top of the mouse. It was a legit Mousetrap that wasn't a legit Mousetrap, you know? It was like, oh my god, you know what other game this reminds me of? Did you guys ever play 13 Dead End Drive? That game slaps, if you guys have never played it. I'm trying to find a good picture of this. It's not a good picture. Yeah, that's not bad. Much less violent than a real Mousetrap. Bro. So true. It's a game called 13 Dead End Drive. This is what it looked like. And so the whole premise of the game is there's like I think you get to choose a character, but you don't get to tell anybody who you are, I think. And these pictures up at the top here, I'm trying to think of, I think you're trying to kill, one of you is a murderer, and then in this picture frame you're trying to kill these people. And everybody is a person, so one of you is one is the murderer. I maybe you don't know, I don't know, but so you're essentially doing all these like things to get people to land on these little kill spots. So you like walk somebody here, and then you have the statue fall on them, but they're like a real life little lever system, so the little statue actually falls and you can crush the little character and stuff. There's a little staircase where you can walk the person up and then flip them off the staircase or the bookshelf, because the staircase was the same. You do the staircase and then drop them down the staircase. The fire, you rotate them into the fire, and then there's a chandelier that drops and you can kill them. And it was one of those games that was just like a board game where you actually do like the thing and everything. And it was a fun one. I ended up picking it up like kind of like after the fact, way later on. That game was sick though. Then it looks. It sounds pretty long, bro. Yeah, it was a fun game too. Yeah, it was legitimately like a good time. What is this one? Oh, that's when it's all taken apart. Yeah, but it was a lot of like, it was like, you know, with the first time you like get the game, you got to do like the whole setup and put everything together and everything. That part kind of is always shitty, but after that, it's so fun. All right, let me fail this here. Oh, something 2. Well, they did say sequel, so I don't know. Give it to me. The Incredible Machine 2. I would not have known that. This looks like a Halo game. Long franchise. Shit. Yeah, it was fun. That was a good game. I liked that game a lot. Shit, I don't know what this is. Sorry, I was trying to put Destiny. Oh, that person's got a fucking like axe. What the fuck is this? I don't know what this is. Looks interesting. Yeah, the 13 Dead End Drive game, it was pretty cool. It was pretty dope. There's a lot of those kind of games. You know what game was kind of sick actually, as a more of a digital game than it was as a regular game, was Monopoly. I have like a digital version of Monopoly, I think on my Switch or something, and I played it a couple times with like my niece and some people and stuff, and that game fucking rules when you don't have to play it physically. That's one of those games that just sucks. That is our wish for this game. Oh, I see. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Give me a little more here. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what the hell this is. Yeah, I'm like trying to get a good sense of it, but it's tough here. It is tough. Oh, they thought that was gonna help? It does not. All right. Endless Space 2. Nobody remembers Endless Space 1 or 2. The fuck? All right, let's do one more. Let's do a crossword here. The hell? Never heard of that, right? One of 3 primary ingredients in sponge cake. One of 3 primary ingredients. There's got to be like eggs or something, right? Flour, maybe. I don't know. With 1 foot stretched forward and 1 back. Lunge? Maybe. First stringers. First stringer was, I thought it was like starter or something like that. First stringer. A-team, maybe. Towel cloth material. Is it Terry? Damn. Holy shit. Your boy went crazy on this one. 1 minute, 5 seconds. Holy shit. Okay. So it was eggs, flour, lunge, A-team, terry cloth. Holy shit. E flat. Glute. Which was butt muscle and one down was key above, just above D, which is E flat. Butt muscle informally. Glute. One who's complete toast. Who's completely toast? Goner. Oh, okay. Sponge cake ingredient 3, which is sugar. And then Blank Martin, Brando Kanye, Remy Martin. Okay. Wow, cross only. I know. It was bound to happen. Bound to happen. At least eventually, right? Eventually I should be getting good at these. Or get a good one. One that I can do. Bound to happen. Oh. Pre-played? No, man, I really didn't. I have thought about playing more crossword on my off time. But I legitimately have never pre-played any of them. All right. I'll come clean a little bit. It's less crazy than you think. I was looking at the down on the first down, which was like 4 down or something, and I saw that it was like above, the thing, right, the note above D. So I was like kind of being able to guess because I was kind of knowing that the one was E flat or whatever. So I was able to know that it was E flat and kind of be able to guess a little bit. It helped me. I'm just saying. That was it. Promise. You guys have seen me come on here and absolutely be shitty at these, so I have no shame. I have no shame in being bad. I have nothing to prove to you guys. All right. Let's get into a little bit of news, guys. There is, like I say, quite a bit, and it's worth our time to go ahead and get Finn. What's happening, Finn? How are you doing? We're gonna get into a little news, Finn.
Good news, everyone!
Oh, all right. So if you guys ever do have anything you want me to talk about over here, make sure you jump into the Discord. There's a news channel and you can drop whatever articles you would like to talk about, which does remind me I should close up our current article section. There we go. Make sure that way, if anybody does go over, that there's usually only one open post in there, so you can only drop it in one spot. Let's start off with this first one, which is kind of a follow-up from last week. We talked about George R.R. Martin is going to be working on I believe it's Elden Ring movie, and we talked about a little bit that he is never going to finish that book that he's working on, and he apparently people have been giving him a hard time about it. George excuse me, George R.R. Martin tells Game of Thrones fans who are pissed off he's doing things other than writing Winds of Winter, "You have given up on me." Bro, you only have so much time, like just in a day, and he has chosen that he has, like, I don't know, that's the things that he wants to focus on, other things. Wesley Yanpool wrote this one. George R.R. Martin has addressed the ongoing complaints around the progress of Winds of Winter, the planned 6th novel in the fantasy series A Song of Ice and Fire, telling Game of Thrones fans, "You have given up on me." Last week, Martin joined the production of an upcoming animated Hercules movie in his latest extracurricular activity that's not working on the long-awaited Winds of Winter. Martin will serve as the producer on the project and will adapt the classic Greek tale of Hercules' 12 Labors, The Hollywood Reporter states. Under the title A Dawn of Tough Jobs, the movie will retell events from the perspective of a farmer in the 1920s Mississippi. What hell? I thought he was also part of the Elden Ring things movie or something, and I thought that's kind of what this was about, but apparently he's on another thing as well. Jesus Christ. All right, well, I guess we'll read what his post was. I think he gave up on God of War fan. God of War, oh my god, Game of Thrones. Sorry, I see GO and I'm like, oh, it's got to be God of War. Yeah, probably, man, probably. I was gonna say I was pretty sure he was, but I think this is apparently about the Hercules shit. I know. Some of you will just be pissed off by this, as you are everything I announced here that is not about Westeros or the Winds of Winter. You've given up on me or on the book. I will never finish Winds. And if I do, I will never finish A Dream of Spring. If I do, it won't be any good. I'll have to get some other writers to pinch hit for me. I'm going to die and die soon anyway because I'm so old. I lost all interest in a song of ice and fire decades ago. I don't give a shit about writing any longer. I just sit around and spend my money. I edit the wild card books too, but you hate wild cards. You may hate everything else I ever written. The Hugo Winner, the Hugo Losers, A Song for Lydia, and Dying of the Light, Sand Kings and the Beauty and the Beast, The Tower of Ashes and the Stone City, Old Mars, Old Venus, and Rogues and Warriors and Dangerous Women, and all the other anthologies I edited with my friends Gardner Dazios. You don't care about any of those. I know. You don't care about anything but Winds of Winter. You've told me so often enough. Thing is, I do care about them. And I care about Westeros and Winds as well. The Starks, the Lannisters, Targaryens, Tyrions, Asha, Dany, Daenerys, and dragons and the direwolves. I care about them all more than you can ever imagine. I loved a dozen tough jobs the first time I read it ages ago. I love Howard too. It saddens me that he did not live long enough to see the film. I hope we do him justice. How can we not? Hercules, Howard, Joe, Lionforge. I wish you all could share my excitement at the prospect of this movie. Holy shit. Okay, so this was kind of a weird one. So also real quick, I know that most of these pieces and stuff are all like people from like Game of Thrones and shit. I don't know. I never saw Game of Thrones, so sorry. But man, this is what a thing to write. Like, oh, if I don't focus on it, it's because I don't care about it. It's like, no, bro, it's because you're involved in too many projects, and people are just like, man, maybe you're taking on too many. It's just based on another book. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Which is why, like, once people love it, he gave up. Right. That's right. It's just funny that he's kind of not misreading the situation. People were just like, bro, like, we want you to like finish a project, then work on another project. And you can have multiple projects at once, but you need to finish them. And he struggles at finishing projects. At least like his own projects too, which is crazy. And that's not for everything. I know he actually releases stuff, but it just, I think people were just like, man, it's been a long time. And yeah, I think he's just misreading what people are worried about. You know, people are not saying like they're not excited about these things that he's doing. They're just worried that those are going to be the things that, you know, take precedent, and then he doesn't, you know, focus on the other things. It's one of those things, like, take the time you need, but no more, you know? I feel like that was a good quote, though. I feel like that was a pretty good quote. You know? Damn, that was actually kind of right off the top. I don't know if anybody's ever said that before, but yeah, I just I don't know. I don't know much of George R.R. stuff, but Mr. R.R., I just know he got a lot of irons in the fire, so got to focus on something. All right, let's keep on moving. Oh, I saw this the other day too, and I was kind of interested to see more about this. But 2 former Polygon writers are starting a new site called Big Friendly Guide. This is by Jay Peters. That are already based on other works. I agree with that. You know what I was thinking is Guillermo del Toro does kind of the same thing. Although I will say Guillermo does, like, man puts out some shit. And I was gonna say, like, a lot of the times I'm like, what is it exactly he's bringing? But you know, I understand what he's bringing because stuff gets released, and you can kind of see what influences he has. Again, I just don't know what George R.R. Martin is bringing to these things. Maybe it's just money. Maybe it's just financial backing. But part of being a financial backer, means he gets to be, you know, part of the production team and stuff. Yo, Ron, what's happening, buddy? So I don't know. A lot of Polygon staff was laid off following Vox Media's sale of the publication to Valnet, sorry. But 2 of its former guide writers are launching their own guide-focused website, Big Friendly Guide, which you can find at bigfriendly.guide. Ryan Gilliam and Jeffrey Parkin founded and are co-owners of the site. Guides make Gilliam feel like I'm helping someone enjoy something that is very important to me, and I know it's important to them, he tells The Verge. And so when I lost the opportunity to do that at my usual 9 to 5, I wanted to continue it. I hate sounding immodest or bragging, but what Ryan and I got really good at was helping people play video games. Parkin said their work on guides help people have fun with games, he added, and assists with things like getting a giant horse in Zelda. Yeah, very cool. Big Friendly Guide will make most of its content available for free, and the guides themselves won't be paywalled. But Gilliam and Parkin will also be open to opening a Patreon for the site as a way for people to support the work, which will also give people access to a Discord. There will be a weekly podcast that's free for everyone, and a monthly subscriber-only podcast where Gilliam and Parkin will discuss their coverage plans. Yeah, very cool. I'm glad to see this. This is the kind of shit you want to see. When stuff like this happens, like things get shut down, get to let these people kind of cook, you know. It's coming up. Yeah, I gotta talk to you guys about that too. When we get to it, I gotta talk to you guys, because I don't think you guys, I'm thinking that there's some miscommunication about what that was. We can go over it real quick. We can jump there, because it's probably worth getting to it. But I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about that, because as soon as I looked at it earlier, and then I didn't post it once I found out what it was. But yeah, so I'm excited, glad Ryan and Jeffrey are getting it good, you know, getting it good. All right, let's go over. Let's talk about this. So probably literally just a tech demo. Yes. So CD Projekt Red and Epic Games presented The Witcher 4 Unreal 5 tech demo. So this was a show off for Unreal. That's why it was at Unreal's thing. This is very much them just kind of showing a tech demo for the game, but pretty impressive. Yeah, maybe. So they said it was running on a PS5, but then they said, but there was nothing that was this. There was all pre-rendered stuff. Again, I'm not trying to harsh people's vibes. Just. Yeah, but I assume the game was. Yes, it is. But I think kind of the point of the tech demo is this stuff may never make it into the game, and some of it may never look the way it does. They're just kind of here to show off like how good Unreal 5 is. And I was like, oh, this is just them doing a paid thing essentially for Unreal, for Epic, you know, essentially like, hey, it's so good, guys. So that was the only reason I didn't post it, and then Vash did, and I was like, all right, that's cool. Like, it's not like there's kind of like a talk like this stuff may never be in the game, it may never actually look like this, but it could. They said they were running it on a standard PS5, but then there was like talk like, nah, it's not actual, it wasn't actually running on that, like it could though, or something like that. It was very weird. Let's get into it, and then I'll show off the trailer. We'll talk about it while we're looking at it. At Unreal Fest Orlando, the State of Unreal keynote opened with a live on-stage presentation that offered an early glimpse into the latest Unreal 5 features, bringing the open world of The Witcher 4 to life. The tech demo showcased how CD Projekt Red and Epic Games are working together to power the world of The Witcher 4 on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox, and bring large open world support to open Unreal Engine. The tech demo takes place in a never-before-seen region of Kovir. So yeah, this is like some kind of weird, I shouldn't say weird, it's some kind of partnership CD Projekt has with Epic, which is like who makes Unreal. But yeah, let's take a look at the trailer real quick, or the tech demo. Again, there's nothing, you know, it ruins my perfect ending for Witcher 3. Well, sorry, bro. It's not about you. All right, let's check this out. This is, oh, sorry, my bad. Real quick, I wanted to note this. So they took this, they showed off like a trailer thing, like a cinematic trailer, and then they ran it straight into this, which is why people are clapping, because they're like, oh, it's seamless.
This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4.
A technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4. So again, I'm just saying, just understand what this is.
What you just saw and are going to see now is running on a standard PlayStation 5 at 60 FPS with ray tracing. So in the game, you'll be playing as Ciri, a professional monster slayer, a witcher. She explores the world and hunts down monsters for coin. The region we are in is called Kovir, and you'll get to explore it in a game. Right now, Ciri is investigating the monster, and after gathering new clues, she is heading back to a nearby village.
Yeah, all this stuff is very impressive looking. They do show a little bit more within the area.
Let weeds be weeds, Kelpie.
Kelpie.
So just like Geralt and Roach, Ciri has her own loyal companion.
Super cool. I love Kelpie being black too. I like a black horse. And her
needs to feel like one. Since you're gonna explore the world on
her like cloak thing is pretty cool.
Needs to feel seamless, natural, and just fun.
Yeah,
should be Empress. Man, I'm sorry, bro.
Multi-character motion matching in Unreal.
Yeah, so then
Ciri and Kelpie, they're perfectly synchronized when mounted.
This was killing me, because they show this and they're like, this is all just running, you know, running on a PlayStation 5. Okay.
From any angle.
Let's see if they do a break in the game somehow.
Root motion movement on Kelpie, so controlling her feels realistic and grounded. And there are also some really nice improvements to our Unreal Chaos Flesh Solver and these machine learned
like this shit is where I was like, I'm like, bro,
skin without
chill. Like this is just a tech demo. If you're pulling you've pre-rendered all this stuff, yeah.
So
it's very impressive looking though.
For a second and talk about the world itself. So much of the Witcher world is natural, organic, especially Kovir with its dense forest and wild nature.
It like I said, looks great though. And then they kind of break down how they're able to do stuff like this.
We've freed artists from so many of their old constraints, but we don't want to rest until everything we do in Unreal has that same spirit of freedom. There's always more work to do, and foliage is a huge piece of that puzzle. So we are excited to introduce nanite foliage.
Okay, so nanite was a thing that they were doing with other other like textures and stuff. They were doing a lot of like outdoor, like rocky textures and stuff with like this nanite technology or whatever. And so this is like something that it sounds like CD Projekt and Epic did together. To it's called Nanite. Yeah. It's doing like all these like little things where they do like a
huge piece of that puzzle. So we are excited to introduce nanite foliage.
Nanite foliage. So yeah, they're doing like a thing where it sounds like Epic has pushed CD Projekt pushed Epic to kind of make this into their
And you are out of here.
into their Unreal stuff. Red Dead Redemption showing off horse testicle physics. Exactly. Listen, I think it's super cool. It looks really great. I just
And in order to achieve,
I just worry that
gorgeous
it's more of a
foliage
show off
density
for
everywhere,
Unreal
while
than
still
it
being
is for
memory
anything
efficient,
else.
Fast to render, we believe that a new idea was needed. So instead of the same card approach, we've
I
been
do
using
love
for
they
the
get
past
they
20
get up
years,
here into the
artists should be
tree a little
free
bit,
to take a nanite
and
approach
you get to see like all the
modeling every
bristles
single
of
leaf in
the
pine needle.
the pine needles and stuff. Yeah,
And the
everything.
old
And
LED
that
bricks
looks
of the
great.
past, they needed a
I
complete
love
rethink.
that.
And in their place, it's a new adaptive voxel representation in nanite. It's volumetric, it's fully 3D, it is super fast to render. And these dense
Super cool.
clusters of triangles turn into these cubes, which at a distance, they're no larger than a pixel, and they react to the changing light of our dynamic sun and our shadows, and they allow artists to render.
Yeah, I think like these, like the mountain rocky scapes and stuff, is where how they used to use their nanite, polygons or whatever they call them or whatever at that time, and it looks so good. But I've never seen a game look like that. Did you guys ever see that original tech demo Unreal showed off? That's okay. So that's kind of what actually scares me more about this than anything else. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but holy shit, no game ever looked like that. With Forsaken, maybe it was. Let me look it up while we check this out.
Is needed to achieve their vision without compromise.
And no compromise means how ambitious we are when it comes to bringing our vision to life with incredible visuals. But more than that, together with Epic, we created faster way to load the world. We can now bring in more content more quickly for the smoothest possible experience as we fly down to catch up with Siri.
All right, well, before we catch up with Siri, let me pull this up real quick. I want to show you guys this. So this is the one that they showed off
Hello,
a couple
I'm
years
Brian
ago.
Karras, Technical Director of Graphics here at Epic Games.
It was just a tech demo. Look at this. It wasn't for any game, I don't think. Not, at least not really. This is not Forsaken.
Before we continue, let's stop a moment and take a look at some of the key
Yeah.
features of this demo.
You remember how good this looked?
Much of what you see was built with Quixel Megascan assets, but instead of using the game versions, we used the cinematic versions, which would typically
God,
only be used in
yeah.
film.
Look at how good
There
it
are around
looks.
1 million triangles each. And thanks to virtual texturing, they all use 8K textures as well. Nanite can render an insane number of
Nanite.
triangles very quickly. There are over 1 billion triangles of source geometry in each frame that Nanite crunches down losslessly to around 20 million drawn triangles. What does that many triangles look like? This
There you
isn't
go.
noise. These are the triangles, each a different color. Most are so small that they look like noise. Nanite achieves detail down to the pixel, which means triangles are often the size of pixels. This amount of geometry.
Okay, so the point of showing this was 5 years ago. I'm not saying that nothing can come out in that time, or it just, they haven't shown off, like there hasn't been games that have been taking part of that. I retain none of that this video, right? But that's what I'm saying is they showed that off 5 years ago, and now they're doing the same thing with The Witcher. And it looked like when I looked it up, Unreal does this a lot, where they use a game to show off their tech. Again, just as I wanted to make sure that you guys understand why I'm kind of being a little skeptical, just a little bit. I think Witcher 4 is going to look amazing. I just don't know what it'll actually look like. Maybe it will look this good.
Welcome
I
to
really hope so.
Valdrest. So Valdrest is a port town, a hub for fishing, trade, and mining.
Just a little bit?
It's one of those places where you can meet shady characters or overhear gossip from other lands. It's also where Ciri took on her current contract. High-Tech, let's leave Kelpie here and explore the marketplace and food.
Yeah,
I'm so
of course,
excited
man.
we
I
can
gotta.
finally show
Somebody
you
somebody
some of
has
this
to
stuff.
be. You know,
Let's see what Valdrest has to offer.
I retained a little bit of that last video that I was just showing a second ago. I retained some of that because I remember being like, "Wow, games are gonna look like that," and I've not seen a game ever look like that. So, and that's a couple. Like I said, 5 years old, but that's also a couple generations of this Unreal Engine ago. So, I think it's harder to do than Unreal makes it think, or Epic makes people think. They're like, nope, you just do it. It looks great. It's perfect. I'm so hyped for this though. I didn't get to finish Witcher 3,
Guys, notice how responsive
but I
the
do
world is.
really like. I did really want to play more as Ciri.
Character actions directly affect what happens around you, sometimes even setting off chain reactions.
Yeah,
Everything
this is crazy
working.
too. They have this guy like showing off that he's playing, you know, on the on a controller or whatever, which I do believe that he was doing. It just, again, the way that they're like cutting pieces up and zooming out and stuff. I'm sorry, it's not fully running off of a PlayStation. Haven't finished? No, I have not, man. I have not. I've never finished The Witcher 3. I never will, if it makes you feel even more better.
Together.
Took me 2 years. I started it and then
look at this
got to a
cool
point, and then I
gentleman
was like, man,
being taught how to fly by an
I
ancient
couldn't
That's
find
what
what I
happens
wanted to
when you
do
cheat at
next.
Gwent.
I was kind of getting stuck a little bit, and I just didn't feel like caring, like doing more. I was enjoying it, but then I felt like I got my time out of it, and then just wasn't really as interested anymore. Unfortunately, it's such a good game, but
Okay. So
I think I
this
just
is
had
the
other
guy
things
who
to
gave
play,
this
and
quest his own.
now it's too long
Like
to
you
go
probably
back to.
suspect, he has his own agenda in all of this.
You off your tits again, Wilfred. Get
Oh, real quick, let me bring let me do this. Let her look over real quick. I want to bring this up too. Like, every time I picked it up again. Yeah, that's probably what I should have done. I do want to bring up Cyberpunk as well, done by CD Projekt. Again, Cyberpunk looks amazing now, and it runs really well for the most part, but it did not when it first came out. So the CD Projekt is good for being very ambitious and not optimizing the game, well enough when it first comes out. So I will bring that up as well. Just a heads up. It could look like this, but it could be a struggle to fucking run.
A typical day's toil.
who in?
Yeah, I did want to pick 3 back up and
When
restart
using
it
my
at some point,
wagons.
but then I
No
didn't.
eternity is taken to that damn salt to arrive.
I did like
I'll phone them. And
some
Suffice to
quests.
say,
I did some
I'll
quests
reach
for the Red Baron, and there was some stuff that was really cool there. And then I got past that point and then didn't really care as much
not
anymore.
one speck. I presume this comes as no surprise to you. Now. Kavir's smuggling trade is of no concern to me.
Shush, shush, shush.
The manticore that flattened your cart and devoured your men.
Manticore. No, them
I'm gonna
winged
scroll through here. Is there
hellspawn
anything
bloody
else
arse in
that's
the
worth
prison.
checking out
While
in
Ciri
here?
decides what to do about that merchant, let's take a look at the character technology that powers this marketplace.
Yeah, we'll
Why
let
don't
them
we
go.
listen in on
There's
these
not much more
fishmongers?
here.
They're selling their wares, chatting up customers.
3 more minutes.
Won't find none fresher.
Rugged me ladies after one of them.
Get this cleaned and gutted for you. You mind, dearest? Into seeing something more. Got mackerel cod, all Braxton's finest.
And there is tons of tech to play here, even in a simple market stall. metahuman tools, improved Unreal Smart Objects,
Metahuman
Chaos
tools.
Cloth, and more.
The
Yeah,
metahuman
and
stuff is
All
crazy.
of this exists to make sure that the gap in quality between Siri and NPCs is as small as possible.
Yeah, and closing that gap, it's not just about fidelity, right, but also authenticity. They should react to changes in the world around them.
But the
Yeah,
prisoner in Pillory
they're talking about like the gap between how like the main character and the NPCs kind of look and feel and stuff, and I feel like that's cool. I will say Witcher was one of those games that did like a whole nother level of like voice acting and stuff too, and it was pretty awesome. So they got that down. Now they get the good character models and animations and stuff. I think could be really cool.
exciting
That will
enough
feel
for
next gen.
Valve.
I agree with that. That's true.
Let's grab everyone's attention with a circus. But the great performance deserves a huge crowd though. Let's crank it up.
Yeah, what game? There was a game that came out right around the same time 3 did, and I remember the NPC dialogue was so stiff, and I was like, wow. So this is how bad dialogue can be. While I was playing Witcher 3, and I was like, and this is how good it can be. And yeah, they're so good. They're really, really good at that. Now, yeah. So then if they get some of those other things, man, that's gonna be cool.
So you are seeing tons of optimizations here to many of Unreal systems, including an entirely new Unreal animation framework, allowing us to fit easily in our 60 FPS budget, not just in rendering, but also with room to spare on the game thread. Over 300 animated skeletal mesh agents all going about their business. And the whole point is to leave breathing room for developers like you to introduce the gameplay and the systems that your players expect. Empowering.
Did you hear that? Developers like you guys. Again, this is all about like how you can use Unreal Engine to make your games look like this.
You to make your worlds come to life without Unreal standing in your way.
You're right. That's the open world RPG that we're making. But before we wrap up, how about one final check-in with Siri?
Yes, please.
We are making this game to be the most immersive and ambitious open world Witcher game ever. And we are making this a reality thanks to our work on Unreal with the team at Epic. I think what we are doing together is going to bring in a new generation of open world RPGs, and I'm so proud of what we accomplished so far.
Cool.
We are too.
I'm super excited to see. I want to
So
see
we're almost done,
CD
but before we
Projekt
go,
show
here's
off some
a
shit.
small gift for all Witcher fans.
Fawns? The Witcher
A
Fawns?
first look at La Nexeta.
Of what? I don't know what they're talking about.
Onward, Kelby.
Gonna be honest, don't know what they're talking about.
Thanks, guys. Seriously?
All right. Cool. That's that. Oops. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Yeah, so it looks really, really nice. But I do want to see them being I want to see them play. I want to see them do some things like CD Projekt. I want them to show off some stuff that's not tied to that, to like Epic or something, right? Like it feels it felt a little, even if like I said, even the game is like this or whatever, it feels a little shilly for Epic as well, which I get it. That's what it is. It's a but I want to see them show about their game. You know, I want to see them show about their game. Patience, man. I know, but that's what I'm saying. This was cool, but the reason why I didn't drop it in the news was because I was like, man, I feel like it's gonna be just them kind of talking about how you can make your game look like The Witcher 4 or whatever. and it wasn't going to be very much about The Witcher 4. But it looks great. I'm very excited. Excited about the game. I'm very excited about it still too. I want to see. That's what I said. I want to see CD Projekt drop something now. You know, in a couple of months at the end of the year or whatever. I want to see them drop like a more of like a something more real, tangible. That's not, you know, something scripted for like a sponsored bit. You know, you know what I'm saying? They got to use their assets, which is a little taste, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, this was presented by CD Projekt. Like this part, I believe these are people from CD Projekt Red. So yeah, I think this is them doing, like, this is like what they want to build in the game, or what they are building in the game. But it's still kind of more of a tech demo for Epic than it is for, you know, Witcher 4. You know. Even if it's from Unreal. Right. But that's my point, is we don't even know if this is going to be stuff that's actually in the game, or if it's just stuff that they were just showing off, right? I legitimately, the reason why they say tech demo is because it's a demo of some tech, not a game, not a game trailer or anything like that. Like I say, it's just the way that they're phrasing things that just makes me a little bit like, you know. But no, I agree. This is awesome. Could be a bunch of stuff from the game. Again, I don't know. I just don't know. I just want to make sure that that I'm clear about how I felt about it, why I didn't drop it, why I wanted to talk about it a little bit once you guys did drop it, and things like that. I'm excited to see more, but I want to see it from CD Projekt. All right, let's come back a little bit, let's rewind in time a little bit. That's cool. I'm glad you were here, Ron, and said something, because I wanted to bring that up with some people who would be interested in it and could give me a little bit of information too. You know, this is always an open forum, you know, with you guys. I'm just here to give my opinion on it. Oh yeah, dude, I'm glad you did drop it. Like I said, I did watch a bunch of it and kept thinking like, maybe I should, and then I didn't. Oh, but yeah, even if they just if they get, you know, they get some of that Unreal stuff working and it hits and it's really nice, you know, looks really good, and then some of that NPC stuff, that could be really, really cool. Like I said, their voice acting is already top tier, so I think no matter what, man, 4 is gonna be a big step from 3. All right, let's talk about this. I was reading this the other day and it was making me laugh, and then I saw Title dropped it in the Discord as well, and I thought, man, yeah, it's definitely one we could talk about. Fuck, man, I still have this cough, this little bit of a tickle in my throat from when I was sick like 2 weeks ago, or even longer, whenever I was fucking sick. I still fucking crazy. Monster Hunter Wild officially reports reveal players' favorite food from the Forbidden Lands. This is by Verity Townsend. Longer, dude. Yeah. It's just hanging out with me this time. This week, Capcom released a detailed analysis of Monster Hunter Wild's play data, bearing the official sounding name of the Forbidden Lands White Paper 1. The Japanese language report covers player activities after Monster Hunter Wild's April 4th update, and reveals the hunters have very strong preferences when it comes to its in-game food. As well as adding new quests and monsters. Monster Hunter Wild's free April 4th update introduced the Grand Hub, an area where players can gather and meet up. The Grand Hub also has a canteen where you can exchange meal vouchers for dishes from each region of the Forbidden Lands. Eating a hearty meal in Monster Hunter Wilds gives you a various buffs depending on the dish. So the Grand Hub and meal vouchers provide a quick way to get your character ready before setting off on a quest with other players. Meal vouchers can pop up as daily login bonuses or as arena quest rewards. So with that being said, they are going to give us a little bit of information. As reported by Automaton Japan, the Forbidden Lands White Paper 1 reveals usage data for each of the 4 regions' meal vouchers. Spring Kunafa cuisine was the most popular by far, accounting for a staggering 87.8% of voucher usage. 87% was just for Spring Kunafa cuisine. This was distantly followed by fresh Silled cuisine at 8.2, colorful Suja cuisine at 3.5, and hot Azus cuisine with a only 0.5%. That is insane. I can't even remember what the buffs are for each of those. I'm gonna try and take a look here. Spring is lucky. Azuz was Carver, which I thought would be first. Azuz is 0.5. It's at the last. Carver is the best. That's crazy. It's at 0.5. I think it's the handful of times Vash and I use that voucher. That's the only time. That's insane. Maybe it's this one. I just wanted to see what the other ones were because it should give us a better information. Location? Why? Where's just show me what the fucking thing is. Man, everybody out there fucking up. I agree. Fucking fucks. Okay, so yeah, Spring Kunafa was Lucky, Azuz was Carver, Silled was Capture Pro, Suja was Exploiter. Okay. They continued, the numbers may be skewed. Okay, let's take a look. The report gives us a major reason for the Spring Kunafa cuisine voucher landslide victory. 5 of these vouchers were given out to players at the time of the April 4th update, and it seems many players used up these freebies. Spring Kunafa cuisine vouchers have a chance to give 1 of 3 buffs, and the report suggests that the Defender Meal High buff is likely popular with players taking on tough quests as it greatly reduces damage from monster attack. Nope. I know what you're saying, but then you get to pick a meal vouchers, and then they're saying essentially that people keep using them on the Spring Kunafa after that. That's true. Those first 5 were probably, people were like, yeah, I'll use those. An equal number of these region meal tickets have not been distributed, though, which is thought to be why Silled, Suja, and Azuz lag behind so significantly. That is probably true. The data on pick a meal voucher usage gives a much clearer picture of which dishes players actually like. Oh, as the name suggests, pick a meal. When using these vouchers, Azuz was at 41. Followed by Suja at 28, Spring Kunafa at 19, and Silled at 12. Okay, all right. There they go. There they go. The right choices when they have the pick a meal. Okay. All right, the world is okay. The world is good, guys. Wow, I thought Monster Hunter players were all just mush for brains, but nope. When they get a choice, that makes so much more sense. I thought that that the first data set was everything. It feels like they lied. That makes so much more sense. Yes. Okay. All right. 41%. And almost by half is the number 2. Okay, that makes much more sense. That makes sense. Okay, cool. Thank you, title. I thought people were crazy. Yeah, I didn't realize that they were not counting the pick a meal vouchers in there. I thought they were just saying like over everything, here's what it is. That's the number. They should have just, I don't know. I wish that they would have just put it all together. Like, I thought that was the point. Like, here's what most people liked, regardless of anything. Like, just put all the numbers together. Give me everything. Very cool. Very, very cool. I thought people were crazy for a second, man. No, yeah. Surprise if you have more vouchers of one than any of the other ones. When compared to which ones you would choose, you would use the one that you have the most of the most times. That's insane. Really, Capcom. Okay, that's just insane. All right. Let's move on. Let's fucking move on. Quite a challenge, though. Doubt it. Megan Thee Stallion will drop an anime series on Amazon Prime Video. This is by Paul Tassi. I know very little about Megan Thee Stallion, if I'm being honest. But I mean, that's cool. I know she's into like some anime or does some anime cosplay, I think. But outside of that, I don't really know much about her. So, one of the highest profile musicians in the world, Megan Thee Stallion, will branch into a new form of media soon enough, and Amazon Prime Video will help her do it. Stallion spoke at a panel at DreamCon in Houston, dressed up in a something from Bleach cosplay, announced that she would have an animated series released on Amazon Prime Video. You ain't never seen an anime like this ever in your life, she said, but offered no other details other than the fact that she will collaborate with the Boondocks' Carl Jones for the project. Even with no details, it would not be safe to assume this will simply be a series that's a fictionalization of Stallion's life or music career. The reason all of this is not as random as it sounds is the fact that Stallion is a huge anime fan, from her outfits to her song lyrics to her extensive knowledge of the genre, which all led to the creation of the series, whatever it may be. Cool. Is anybody excited about this? Does anybody care? Listen, I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's fun. It's fun that somebody who's like a prominent like musician and stuff likes anime, but I just thought it was weird. No. I'm not saying that it's your fault, title. I'm asking like I don't know. Maybe this comes off. I'm just asking like genuinely as a person who doesn't care about anime and stuff. Like, do people care about it? Like, I don't know. Like I'm saying, I can say I think it's cool when like somebody who's like a prominent person gets to show off things that are like not always like big, like anime. I mean, I know anime's huge, but like not in like the traditional media, like big media, you know, kind of what I'm saying. No. Again, I don't want it to ever be like, no, don't drop this stupid shit. Nobody cares. Like that's not what I'm saying at all. My point was, do people care that she's doing it? You know, do people who actually like anime care? Because this is outside of my scope. You know, has it met 8-star Gormagal? Obviously, sure haven't. Go for your dream, sis, but I don't care. I doubt it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like people. Oh no, not like that. Just be hating title. All right. Well, Ron's trying. He's trying for some rage bait today, but yeah, sorry, buddy. Just don't care. Yeah, I didn't think people really were gonna care. But again, I'm just not knowing. Just not knowing. It's not my thing. But I think, you know, I was gonna say, do you think people who care about like Megan Thee Stallion care? Maybe her fans that are already like anime. Yeah, I was wondering how that Venn diagram works, you know? Like, is there a lot of people who like Megan Thee Stallion as a musician who also are like, I like anime? I'm saying it's not a zero. It's not as the number's not zero. I just wonder how, you know, is that Venn diagram just a circle or is it very little? I wonder, you know. I also just don't know much of Megan Thee Stallion's music either. I feel like I should probably look up something, like see what she's known for. Megan Thee. Okay, her number one song is WAP. Wow. Imagine your number one song is a song you're featured on. Ooh. Actually, almost all of her top 4 of her 5 songs, most popular songs, are all songs she's featured on. Does she not do like a lot of... No, she does a lot of albums. That's crazy. Yeah, just interested. It's kind of like Cudi directing. Yeah, for sure. So that's funny too, because we were talking about this, Fashion and I were, just a little bit like, so Kid Cudi is doing some directing now. And as a person who likes Kid Cudi, I'm a fan of Kid Cudi. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I care about him directing. It's like one of those things like, yeah, I'll pay attention to it like in the background, but it's also like, yeah, don't really care that much, man. Now, if he comes out and puts out a banger, you know, of a whatever he's directing, cool. Like I'm there for it. But I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that like since day one that he announced that he was doing something that I was excited. I'm just not gonna lie to you guys about that. I think that if Megan puts out something and it's a banger, people are gonna be like, nah, I was a ride or die since day one. And like, no, you weren't. Chill. Like, people don't care like that. It's not like that. But I understand why Amazon would do it, right? You partner with a big name like Megan Thee Stallion. I get it. I just wonder, do people care? Let's get into this next one. Giant Skull, a studio founded by Respawn veterans, is making a D&D game. This is by Charles Hart. In March of 2024, Stig Asmussen revealed Giant Skull, a new developer he founded after leaving Respawn, where he directed both games in the Star Wars Jedi series. While the studio claimed it was working on an action-adventure game, we did not have any more details until today, when Wizards of the Coast announced its partnership with the developer on a Dungeons & Dragons game via a press release. He was the director on both the Star Wars Jedi games? Man. All right. This statement includes a quote from John Haidt, who is currently the president of Wizards of the Coast and Digital Gaming, but worked with Asmussen on the God of War series in the late aughts. Really? He was also on the God of War series? Damn, this guy's actually kind of a badass on some of these games he's been working on. I'm so happy to be reuniting with him on this new project. Haidt says of Asmussen, in our time working together on God of War, I got to see firsthand Stig's artistry and expertise, as he and Giant Skull team are the perfect fit for our new game. Details on the game itself are scant, but it's confirmed to be a single-player action-adventure title in the development in development for PC and console, giving Asmussen's experience with the Star Wars Jedi and God of War series. It seems fitting or firmly in his comfort zone. While it's just speculation, we would not be surprised to see a game starring D&D legend Drizzt Do'Urzen and his twin scimitars a la Cal Kestis or Kratos. Kratos. Regardless, it seems like this will be Asmussen's second game series involving force damage. Oh, okay. Oh, I remember Stig. I recognize him. It sounds good. It could be good. Drizzt, bro. Who the fuck is that? Oh, that's dope, bro. Stop. You don't know who Drizzt is. You just saying words, isn't you? Drizzt. Oh, he got a panther? He got a panther friend? Hold up. He might be kind of dope. Scimitars? Oh yeah, he does. In the old Baldur's Gate game, bro. See, I think you're talking too much shit about Baldur's Gate 3. Who doesn't know Drizzt? Me. I've never played a Baldur's Gate game, man. I never played Baldur's Gate. I never played D&D. But I'm trying to get Vash to play Baldur's Gate 3 with me at some point. I'm trying to force his hand, and now he's over here revealing that he's a big Drizzt fan. Not into the new one's gameplay. That's fair. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking, man. Hated the platform in Jedi Survivor. I did see a reel the other day of somebody doing that platforming in one of the Jedi games that you posted a video on, Ron. It was pretty impressive. I wanted a new old Baldur's Gate personally. Yeah, that's fair, man. That's fair. Yeah, I may end up just playing Baldur's Gate 3 myself at some point. We'll see. I talked to somebody at work about it that really liked it too, and they were like, it's really fun. And I was like, yeah, I plan to play it at some point. I own it. I bought it. But we'll see. Cool. Well, that'll be awesome. Again, this guy seems like Asmussen or whatever. Definitely seems like he has a good pedigree at this point. You know, man's worked on some really great games. So I think it's bound for some good things. Gotta go. Damn, man. I was just thinking, man, I wonder if Ron's gonna try and rage bait more people. He's gonna go to work and do it. So, all right, love you, man. Have a good day. Thanks for stopping by, Ron. Thanks for trying to get people all riled up. He's going to work to gaslight everybody else. No time. No time. Gotta go. Gotta go get people. Get them all revved up. Get them all revved up at work. Hi-Fi Rush developer Tango Gameworks officially relaunches and makes a new and is making a new action game. This is by Marcus Stewart. In May 2024, Microsoft abruptly shut down Tango Gameworks, the studio behind Hi-Fi Rush, Ghostwire Tokyo, and Evil Within series. However, its demise was short-lived as publisher Krafton acquired the studio and the rights to Hi-Fi Rush IP a few months later in August. Today, Tango is officially back in operation and is gearing up for its next title. Tango has reopened its Tokyo office, relaunching a new website and unveiling a redesigned company logo. The full version is above, but the simplified version is below. Yeah, very nice. This is kind of the full thing here. I like it. Looks quite nice. In a blog post, Tango states the logo is meant to encapsulate the studio's vision as a creative workshop, a place where creators have ownership of their work and their individual contributions come together into games that feel handmade with soul. Creative director Jonas remains part of the team, and the studio is hiring for a mysterious new action game with openings in nearly every department. Given that Tango has remained the Hi-Fi Rush IP, Microsoft still owns the right to The Evil Within and Ghostwire Tokyo's. A sequel to the 2023 hit could be in the cards, but it will likely be a good while before we learn what form this new project will take. That is so cool. It's so awesome that they literally within like a couple of months, maybe, were shut down and then reopened, acquired as just a great studio, and then they're able to just kind of live on now, making a new game. Super cool. I saw part of the article was saying like not a lot of times do these developers get a second lease on life, and it's so cool to see it. I'm so glad. Tango is one of those ones too that's just they seem like a good developers. I didn't get to play Hi-Fi Rush, but I saw a lot of it. Looked like a fantastic game in the industry, right? Especially something like this where they're literally the phoenix here, rising from the ashes. I love that they get to keep their name, just get a nice updated logo now, and they're working on something new. You love to see it. All right, I'm gonna go over this one. I don't know exactly. I didn't get to read too much about this, but I thought this seemed like it was something worth talking about. The Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Doom QA Workers Union reaches a tentative contract with Microsoft after nearly 2 years. This is by Rebecca Valentine. I know we've talked about the QA workers for this team. And this is just a little bit of an update after 2 years. Today, over 300 unionized quality assurance workers at ZeniMax Media, who worked on everything from Elder Scrolls to Doom, have announced they have reached a tentative agreement or tentative deal with parent company Microsoft on their first contract since forming their union 2 years ago. ZeniMax Workers United, which is unionized under the Communication Workers of America, or the CWA, said the agreement includes substantial across-the-board wage increases, minimum salaries, protections against arbitrary dismissal, grievance procedures, protections around the use of artificial intelligence that could impact workers, and a crediting policy to ensure QA workers are appropriately credited in games they work on. Beautiful things. Basic things. Necessary things. ZeniMax Media owns publisher Bethesda Softworks and development studios Bethesda Game Studios. As well as ID Software, Arcane, Machine Games, and ZeniMax Online Studios. Microsoft acquired ZeniMax Media for $8.1 billion in March 2021 and operates it under Microsoft Gaming Division. So this was just kind of a small update to this whole thing, but that's awesome. So they put together this union, and now they've got a deal in place, a contract. It doesn't say how long the contract is for, but wage increases, minimum salaries, protection against arbitrary dismissal, grievance procedures, protection around the use of artificial intelligence that could impact workers, and crediting policy that ensures QA workers are appropriately credited in games they work on. That is the things that they worked for and the things that they got, which is great. It's crazy that we're still having to have unions kind of step in to make these things possible. You would think that these things would just be part of being here, but nope, it definitely isn't. And so it's good to see. Man, I was standing on my feet. I mean, I know this sounds crazy. I was standing on my feet today. I was up on my feet a lot today. My heels are a little sore. I don't know if you guys heard about this. Netflix was doing a I think it's a live thing on their fucking platform called the Tadum, which is to reference the sound that the Netflix intro does. But it was like essentially like a press conference essentially, but I think it was like supposed to be set up in the way like an award ceremony would be, but they were just mostly announcing things. It was weird what this Tadum thing was. So that's kind of what it is. They're just announcing a couple of things, and we'll just go over what was like talked about or announced. So they talked about Stranger Things season 5. Finally, they released a little trailer, which was nothing. Most of the trailers I saw were mostly nothing, so I didn't bring any of them up. Not really. But they did show off release dates. So Volume 1 is going to be November 26th. Volume 2 will be Christmas, and then the finale is going to be on New Year's Eve. So that is season 5. That is going to be the last season technically of Stranger Things. I think that's going to wrap up what's going on, and they're dropping it over 3 different dates. Wake Up Dead Man, which is the next Knives Out film, has a release date revealed. Sorry, they did it in Roman numerals, and I'm sorry, I don't know Roman numerals that fast. It's gonna be December 12th, 2025. So this will be the 3rd Knives Out film, and they are the last 2 dropped specifically on Netflix. Did the first one drop on Netflix too? I didn't think so. Not the first one. The first one dropped, and then Netflix bought some rights to do the next 2, I think. Never seen those. The first 2 are good, man. They're worth watching. Do you like murder mystery films? They're pretty cool. I like both of them. Squid Game season 3 has a teaser and I was gonna say a release date, but we already knew the release date is June 27th, later this month. Very excited about that. I like them. Yeah, I like them too. I usually like that stuff. You should check them out, man. I think at least the second one is on Netflix for sure, because I'm pretty sure they own that one. But I would bet the second one is probably there too. But it can't be that hard to find. They also showed off the first 6 minutes of Wednesday season 2, which is wild. I did not check this out, but you know, it's there. Oh, right. They did show off a new Happy Gilmore trailer. Did you guys want to check out the Happy Gilmore trailer? Happy Gilmore 2 trailer revealed more of the sequel. Oh.
With the 46 months.
Yo, thank you so much for the 46 months, Plenty. Thank you so much. 46 months. How long is 46 months? My quick math cannot do it quick enough, and I shall go to my calculator, putting us at 3.83333333 repeating years. 3.83333333. 48, yeah, but that's why I wanted to do the exact math, because I wanted to put the 3333333 repeating. Time flies. That is insane. It's insane. Thank you so much, Bunny. Seriously, I'd really appreciate it. How are you doing? How is your day? Yes, please. We will get this up then. Let me find the trailer for that, man. I did watch it. It's yeah. All right. So Happy Gilmore 2 trailer reveals more of the sequel that's nearly 30 years in the making. This is dropping on July 25th. Very, very cool. Going back to my last, isn't that funny? My hot peppers are growing and I'm stoked about that. Yeah, same. I'm so excited. so excited. We got peppers. We're trying to grow cucumber this year, corn, tomato, and green beans. Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein gets a teaser trailer that shows off Oscar Isaac's Victor Frankenstein and the misbegotten creature that he has created. This is coming out in November. Those are hard but worth it. Yeah, this is our second year. Our first year, not too good. So we're definitely gonna check it out. I did grab the trailer for this one because this looks pretty good. Love me an Oscar Isaac. One Piece Season 2 trailer reveals the first look at Tony Chopper. I don't know who Tony is. I never watched One Piece. Again, not an anime guy. One Piece Season 2 set sail in 2026. Very cool. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck team up for The Rip. Rip will release in January 16th, 2026. And we probably know more about it, but I don't give a shit about that. So, yeah, let's take a look at some of the two trailers. We're going to look at Happy Gilmore and Frankenstein. My first year of Korra wasn't good either. Yeah, that seems to be the consensus. You know? It seems to be that's how corn goes. And then you learn about it and get a little bit better. And we'll see if this year is better for us. All right, let's take a look at Happy Gilmore 2.
My name is Happy Gilmore. 30 years ago, I decided to give golf a try.
Golf.
But even when you're at the top of your game, you can always shank one.
Happy Gilmore sucks?
Oh, eat a bag of dicks!
How are you going to put Vienna through ballet school?
It's $75,000 a year. That's 4 years. That's 333 grand.
That's terrible math, Johnny. It's 300 grand. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Let them see the happy I fell in love with.
Come on, you gotta do it, Dad.
All right, let's go. Let's go get him, Dad. But what about the jig? I know how to do it, Dad. Let's go. Oh, Dad, we got this.
What the hell is happening?
Happy Gilmore is breaking in yet another caddy he just met.
All right, we're gonna go. See, but you bring those. Those always come.
Damn,
all right,
Bad Bunny?
that's it. They got a strap if you want to use the strap.
Happy Gilmore didn't have things flowing on the first though.
Oh, son of
Check out the name tag, grandson. You're in my world now.
I got you a little something there, Pop. Everyone is talking about the comeback kid.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore!
We've been watching you play, Mr. Gilmore. So inspiring.
My dad loved you, man. I am so sorry. Give him here. I got some Gorilla Glue. Remember the happy place I went to? You go to yours.
Oh my God, Rory!
Jackass. Bingo.
You stole my life from me.
Why would I want to steal the life of somebody who eats pieces of shit for breakfast?
Oh, all right. Wow. What this is a better trailer. It's a better trailer. I think they're still hinging a little too much on the nostalgia of the first movie, which is fine. I feel like, what are you gonna do for a second one after how many years it's been? But yeah, I think it looks better. It's all about though. Very nostalgic heavy, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I think I could watch this. I'm definitely gonna watch it, and I do like that they got the some of the old actors for sure. Yeah, Ben was in there. Everything. I did want to point out one thing I didn't realize that was killing me when it did get pointed out to me later. Where the hell was that? Is it back a little further? Oh no, it's back this way. The guy who says Jackass That is one Mr. M&M. Look at it, bro. It's him. Isn't that crazy? That's pretty cool, right? The original actor who did that role passed away, so kind of a cool way that they can incorporate that into it. Just a nice revisit. So many things. Yeah, for sure. It'll be fun. I think it won't be great, but it'll be fun, right? Did you see any of this, Title? How are you feeling about it, Title? Are you a Happy Gilmore fan? I'm just saying, if we get fucking Billy Madison 2, I'm gonna be pissed. Worth watching at least for sure. Definitely, it'd be worth going through the trailer on your own time if you're kind of interested in that. Or, I would say, the movie's gonna be out next month, so it's definitely cool. I mean, I'll watch it. Are you excited about it at all? Or are you like, nah, this is gonna be bad? And then the other one is Frankenstein. This one's by Guillermo del Toro. This one's kind of been touted for around a little bit, and I've been pretty excited to see what it's going to be like. But I'll watch it on Netflix. Exactly. And that's the beautiful part of it being on Netflix.
I had determined that the memory of my evils should die with me. Some of what I will tell you is fact. Some is not. But it is all true. What manner of creature is that? What manner of devil made him? I did. I had a vision. An idea took shape in my mind. Inevitable. Unavoidable. Until it became truth. In seeking life, I created death.
Yeah, obviously this is pretty exciting. Nothing to take away from, Happy Gilmore 2, but yeah, this looks very good. Love me an Oscar Isaac. Guillermo del Toro is a pretty awesome director. Yeah, definitely excited, right? I'm glad they didn't show Frankenstein. I feel like I don't know how I'm saying how I should be pronouncing it, but yeah, I'm glad they don't show him. I'm glad that you give a little tease, and that's perfect. That's all I want. Also, I'm gonna get into another. Well, I shouldn't say another. I'm gonna get into a little bit of the Liquid Death, little Severed Lime. Ooh, that's delicious. But yeah, I'm very excited about this. This one comes out in November, so this is gonna be a good year for some good movies and things that are coming out on streaming and shows and stuff like that. Like I said, Squid Game is this month. Happy Gilmore next month. I know like Superman and Fantastic Four come out sometime in the next couple of months or weeks or whatever. And then, you know, we're gonna have the Stranger Things and this towards the end of the year. Then just a lot of good things, a lot of things to keep us satisfied through the year. So very excited. And then let's go over some Switch 2 stuff, because we can't have a week without Switch 2 stuff, guys. We got to talk about Switch 2. So Switch 2, Switch comes out what, Friday? Thursday? Is it Thursday or is it Friday? I don't fucking know. But I do want to tell you, anybody who hasn't seen, Nintendo has been warning Switch 2 owners to not peel off the screen's protective film. This is by Tom Phillips. Ahead of Switch 2's launch this week, Nintendo has confirmed that owners of the new console should not remove the protective film covering its screen. Nintendo has released health and safety information for Switch 2 as a downloadable PDF file, which includes a section on careful usage of the device. Among the guideline is following warning: the screen is covered with a film layer designed to prevent fragments scattering in the event of damage. Do not peel it off. So essentially, if your screen shatters, that layer of film over the top is supposed to keep everything together, so that way, you know, the screen doesn't go everywhere, you know. In other words, the adhesive film is intended to make your Switch 2 screen shatterproof. Not shatterproof. If the worst should happen, removing it risks the screen glass spreading should it ever be splintered. So when unwrapping your Switch 2 and unboxing it later this week, be careful not to unwrap the device a little too much. Yeah, I thought that's interesting. I know that there's a lot of things like this. I have a Samsung phone that is a you know, it's a foldy phone. And on the inside of these phones, there's usually screen protectors, and they have always kind of warned not to peel them off because they're usually essential to the screen. And so I've really never done so. On one of my older phones I did, because it started to peel, and that was pretty shitty at the time. But yeah, not really since. And I was like, when I saw this, I was like, why do you not want to? But I get it makes sense the way that they're doing something with the glass. If it shatters or it does break, that it's just kind of that'll hold it together, at least so that way it doesn't become catastrophic. It makes sense. It just makes me wonder what the glass is then. I would like to see, because if they're that worried about it, interesting. Yeah, Thursday. I thought it was Thursday. I was like pretty sure that was the 5th, but then I was like, but that's on a Thursday. Maybe they're not doing it on a Thursday. I don't know. Cool. That'll be the day that we're here. I'm peeling for show. Damn, for show? Damn, I think that's a good move, man. I'm just gonna be tossing little rocks at his screen the whole time. Got him. Yeah, I feel like I would want to peel it, man, but I definitely understand, like, man, it'd be tough. All right, just a couple more here. Oh, this is big news. I need something a little more hype for this big ass news. This is good enough. Street Sharks are back in the new IDW publishing series. This is by Jess Shadeen. That's right, Street Sharks are back. I can finally talk about Street Sharks again with people. I know we talked about it over here, but it's mostly because I manifested this shit. Another iconic 90s franchise is making a comeback in 2025. IGN can exclusively reveal the first details about IDW publishing and Mattel's upcoming Street Shark comic. I don't know if you guys have ever seen IDW. It's a publishing company. Holy shit, bro. Dazzy, why you wowing me like this, bro? Why you wowing me like this? Bro, he's so big over here on the other screen. He about the size of my fucking hand. It's crazy. Yeah, IDW does some publishing and stuff for like comics and stuff. Super cool. Not that they like have any kind of say in what their stuff is, but they're pretty good publisher. Street Sharks is a continuation of the original animated series, which lasted for 3 seasons from 1994 to 97. The 5-issue limited series is written by Stephanie William, Trial of Amazons, and illustrated by Ariel Metal, which is who did TMNT versus Street Fighter. The first issue features cover art by Philip Murphy, Elizabeth Beale, Kevin Anthony Catalan, and Carrie Randolph. Do we know when this is coming out? September 2025. Nice. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for this. If I could fucking find it, that'd be so sick. There's the cover. Oh, IDW changed their logo too. That's this up here. I remember it looking different. It's a fucking clean ass logo. Oh shit, look at this variant cover. Damn, bro's getting it. Blank variants. Blank variants are cool. I like blank variants. I have a couple of blank variant covers. Bro's getting it. Doh. Look at him, bro. Look at him. He's getting it. Yeah, I love blank variant covers for this shit too. Damn, they were like, he's getting it so good, let's put it in twice. Super cool. Love the cartoon. I don't even remember the cartoon, but I love the cartoon too, man. I don't even remember it though. So cool. So cool. All right. Oh, this one was super sad. I saw this and I was shocked. So I don't know if you guys know, before we get into this, King of the Hill is making a comeback. They're doing like a revival season. I don't know if it's just a season, but they are doing, they're gonna pick up the show kind of a little bit older on. And I got to see like they shared off the intro. They showed off the intro for the new show, and I was like, damn, that's kind of crazy. And they showed off like everybody looks a little older, Bobby's a little older, and stuff like that. That stuff is pretty cool. I'm interested to see how that does. Hearing without details, this one had the most details. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm glad you grabbed this, because I didn't get to see. All I saw was that he was in a shooting, which is, I mean, crazy. I mean, it was in Texas. That sounds like some Texas shit though. I don't know why, but I always feel like Texas people just they love the bearing arms thing. King of the Hills, Jonathan Joss, husband breaks silence after Texas fatal shooting. He saved my life. Afuda Bombadel. I'm so sorry. That is I'm guessing. I'm not exactly sure how you say this person's name. That is who wrote this. But let's get into it a little bit. So I don't know this person very well. They showed off a little bit of like I saw like the character they played in King of the Hill. Sorry. I am so sorry. Oh, that one hit me hard. And then they were showing off some of the other things that, or I've seen some of the other things. I can't remember what the other things he was in. Well, I'll look him up in here in a minute. But let's go over this article real quick. Jonathan Joss, husband, Tristan Kern de Gonzalez, has broken his silence on what led to the entertainer's tragic passing. Following news of the beloved voice actor's death, his lover took to his Facebook page to honor his death and share his firsthand account of what he claims was a hate crime. Jonathan Joss took his final breath on Sunday, June 1st, as a former neighbor reportedly brutally gunned him down. Holy fuck. Was it a former neighbor? While authorities claim the actor died during a heated dispute, his husband begs to differ. Damn, he had some really nice hair too. Joss's lover penned a lengthy statement about what transpired between his late partner and his former neighbor. The couple had returned to the site of their old home, which was tragically destroyed in a house fire in January of 2025. However, Gonzalez claimed the incident happened 2 years after they endured arson threats from neighbors. According to Gonzalez, he and Joss were not welcome in the South Side area of Texas because of their same-sex relationship. Despite repeatedly reporting the persistent threats and harassment of their homophobic neighbor to the authorities, nothing was done to prevent the escalation of bad blood until it was too late. When Gonzalez and Joss returned to their former home to check their mail, they discovered the skull of one of their dogs with its harness placed in plain view. What the fuck? That is insane. Holy shit. Holy fuck, that actually... Oh, that kind of hit me a little bit. The gruesome display left them in severe emotional distress. And they yelled and cried in pain. Unfortunately, their tears only fueled their former neighbor's anger. Gonzalez noted they were approached by a man who started yelling violent homophobic slurs as they tried to process the shocking loss of their dog. He stressed that he and Joss did not provoke this man, nor did they threaten anyone. They had no weapons, they were only grieving, but that was enough to set their former neighbor into a murderous rage. When the man fired, Jonathan pushed me out of the way. He saved my life. That's insane. That's insane. So they literally go back to this place because they need to go pick up their mail because their house burned down at the beginning of the year. They go to pick up their mail and some motherfucker put the remains of one of their dogs there at their fucking house, knowing that they got to come back and do this. And while they're now very upset, this guy gets even more upset and starts shooting at them. What the fuck? There's no shot. There's nothing I'm gonna say that's gonna make this. That's gonna, because to me, I just rationally think there's no shot that these two men were even putting any kind of weird pressure on this person at all, as a fucking neighbor. Like I said, I'm trying to. I don't know. He stressed that he and Joss were newlyweds with a bright future, only for their dreams to be brutally cut short. Yeah, fucking for real. He was murdered by someone who could not stand the sight of two men loving each other. I was with him when he passed. I told him how much he was loved. To everyone who supported him, his fans, his friends, know that he valued you deeply and he saw you as family. Jesus Christ, man. Gonzalez's message ended with his vows to continue Joss's legacy, earning an outpouring of support from his late husband's fans. Many recalled their fond memories with the actor, while others penned their condolences to his grieving partner. One wrote, "Oh, Tristan, I'm so very sorry. I'm just in shock. Jonathan was the sweetest man who would do anything for a stranger. He was an angel on earth. He brought so much love and joy into his life at the moment he needed it most." Another echoed a similar sentiment, noting they did not know Joss well, but considered them their online friend thanks to a vibrant personality. Yeah. And that's heavy. I was not expecting it to be this heavy. While Gonzalez claimed Joss died from the homophobic attack, the San Antonio Police Department and eyewitnesses shared a different narrative. Of course they did. They claimed the late actor died after getting into a heated argument with a neighbor who repeatedly shot him in retaliation. Yeah, I'm sure the police department is squeaky clean. The man, initially unidentified, escaped in a vehicle but was taken into custody by responding officers a block away from the crime scene. TMZ reported that the paramedics rushed to Josh's side to provide medical assistance. However, they were unable to save him. The authorities later confirmed the shooter. He was slammed with a murder charge and given a $200,000 bond. Joss was 59 when he died, taking his final breath 6 months before his 60th birthday on December 22nd. And it's so sad. Sharing something so sad. No, I think it's good. I think it's worth putting these things into the light, especially something that was done with so much hate. Because I think people sometimes think that kind of stuff is gone, like that stuff doesn't exist anymore. I know that that's not. I know that that's not a lot of people. I know it's not true. I know that not everybody thinks that, but I think people sometimes think like, oh yeah, we're all past that, we're all good. No, we're not there. It's still happening, and it's crazy. I kind of was gonna say something about so June is Pride Month, and I've been blessed a couple of times this year that I've gotten some invitations to celebrate Pride Month this year with people, and I felt very honored that people wanted me to do such a thing. You know, just trying to be an ally and do those kinds of things that you can do, and you know, it's just crazy that it's still we're still hung up. We're still hung up on worrying about what other people are doing. That we can't just fucking. People need to focus on their own fucking shit, their own lives, the shit that makes them bad people. You know. Yeah, they need to focus on looking at the things. What is the thing that makes them feel like they have the right to go over and judge what somebody else is doing, to take their life, to take something from them? What is it that makes them worth more? And really fucking look at that. Whatever. Cool. So I was looking at some of his credits and stuff that he did. So he was in a couple of video games, which was really cool. He was in a King of the Hill video game. I didn't even know. In Red Dead Redemption, Days Gone. I remember hearing about that. And then he was also in the Cyberpunk DLC as a voice of Robert Rainwater. He was in things such as Parks and Rec for a couple of episodes. The League, which I actually heard was good, not something I was interested in. Friday Night Lights, ER. That's funny. He's in an episode of ER. The Wild Thornberries. Oh, obviously King of the Hill. Walker Texas Ranger. See, look at. Yeah. Damn, that's so sad, man. Oh. Yeah, I will kind of echo the same thing that I always echo for things like this. I feel like it's just awesome to go back and try and, you know, when somebody passes away, no matter what it is, you know, it sounds like his partner, his husband, is taking some outreach, you know, which is cool. So if you feel comfortable doing such things, it sounds like you could do something like that. But go back, watch stuff that he's been in, stuff that he's done. Just cherish those kinds of things. Man, that fucking sucked so bad. Second actor passed away tragically. Victor Aaron passed away in 1996 in a car accident. Really? Victor Aaron. Let me look up Victor. Man, I was really struggling getting his name in there. Damn. At the age of 39. Wow. The King of the Hill episode, The Order of the Straight Arrow, is dedicated to his memory. That's for Victor Aaron. Wow. I assume, like I said, King of the Hill is doing a kind of a comeback. I would bet that I bet they'll do one for Joss as well. Damn, that sucks. All right. Well, I guess let's try and move on a little here. Something that's not as sad. Fuck, man. Fuck. Yeah. Let's. All right. Let me decompress for a second here. Let's move on to something a little bit less of a drag. I don't know if you guys have I don't know if you guys have seen this Elden Ring spin-off game, Night Rain. I watched a couple people stream it over the last couple of days. I've just checked in a couple people, see what the game was like, because I didn't understand what this game was going to be when they announced it. But essentially it is a kind of roguelike type game. Essentially you choose a mission, and then you go out and fight some bosses and level up, and do like a run. No problem, plenty. And you fight bosses, and then when you're, you either die and then come, go back to spawn or back to your main hub, or you're victorious through your run and you go back and keep building and stuff. PvE battle royale, yeah, essentially with some roguelike type things tossed in as well. But people have been kind of upset because the game is either a solo or I believe a 3-player game. There is no duos, and people have not been super happy about that. I've also heard that the game is just okay. Like, it's not a great game, but it's not done. It's not done by it's done by FromSoft, but it's done by like a different team or something, kind of. But so they did come out and said FromSoft has promised that they're going to enhance some boss fights, and duo expeditions are going to be coming for Night Rain. I thought that was cool. I don't think it'll help too much, but I think it'll help a couple people who don't want to solo the game, but also don't have 2 friends that all want to play this game. It's not always easy to find, like, you have friends, but they're not always interested in the same things you're interested in. Then you also have to find them to be interested in the exact same thing. It's not always that easy. This is by Wesley LeBlanc. FromSoft's latest game, the multiplayer co-op Elden Ring Night Rain, launched last week, welcoming 2 million players in less than 24 hours. Today, publisher Bandai Namco revealed that player count has leaped to 3.5 million, alongside news that duo expeditions are coming to the game in the future. The team also says that in addition to DLC releasing later this year, new things will be added to Night Rain, like enhanced boss fights against Night Lords starting this month. On the dawn of the 5th day, 3.5 million Nightfarers took up arms against the Night in Elden Ring Night Rain. We are ever grateful for your passion. A post on Elden Ring's Twitter account reads, "But the night is far from over. In addition to the DLC releasing later this year, new additions will be gradually implemented, including enhanced fights against existing Night Lords starting this month, as well as duo exposition at a later date. Thank you for your support." Yes, it is a $40 game. I've also heard that it doesn't have $40 worth of content in it at this moment. So asking your friend to drop $40 on it if they aren't entirely into it is pretty out of the question, because I think even if you are into it, $40 sounds like it's kind of a steep price even for the game, for what's in there at this point. Kind of what I heard. It just sounds like it's okay. Not like it's a bad game, just okay. Confirming that duo expositions are coming to Night Rain is exciting, especially as matchmaking for trios is tough, and playing solo is even tougher. FromSoft released a patch yesterday that should make the latter easier, though. So I thought that was, listen, I was like, I'm glad that they're taking all this and at least adding, doing some things. Hope, they're gonna definitely have to add some things on, and just changing up a few boss fights could also help out a lot. But yeah, like I said, it sounded like the content that's in the game right now is just kind of sparse, and I think for hardcore fans, it's going to be a game that they get through very quickly, and that's tough. At that point, you're just kind of, you've paid $40 for a game that you probably could rock through in a couple of hours. So All right, that is that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for our news. We'll get into a little System Shock for just a little bit today. We won't have a lot of time, but we'll get into at least a little bit. But at least that'll be it for our news. All right. I was gonna say let's take a quick break. Do a fiver here. That way I can get up and hit the bathroom and everything. And then we'll try and jump into some System Shock. Real quick though, I do want to make sure that I kind of hit you guys up about Thursday. I'll be back here. We're gonna do same thing. We'll talk about news. We'll play a little System Shock, same kind of thing. Then Friday I'll be back doing a watch party for Summer Game Fest. I'm going to be doing that I'm going to be getting on about 4:30 my time. So if you do want to watch Summer Game Fest, you can always just do it through me. Come in and chat and talk shit to me about it. Love to have you guys here. And then as for this weekend, I will not be streaming. Next week I won't be streaming. So you guys get a little break. I think next week I will do. I said I won't be streaming, but I'm traveling and for vacation. I did talk about trying to put together something like a little stream or something, maybe on like Tuesday next week. From the place that I'm staying, try to do like a little IRL stream, a little something. So keep an eye out for that. But that'll really be kind of its own little thing, you know. And I'm not even really sure. I gotta find all the logistics for that still. Are you or are you not streaming? To be honest, don't actually know. I do not actually know. I still haven't got everything worked out for my OBS on my laptop. So I'm actually not even sure, to be honest. I would really like to, but I gotta figure out there's some logistical things still that I gotta figure out, and I'm just not there yet. I have not had the time that I want to be able to put into it. So phone it. I have no idea how to do that. To be honest, I don't even know how to do that. The worry is, okay, so this is a little BTS. If you guys, the thing that worries me is I would like to play a little music while I'm hanging. So I need to straight cam feed, bare bones. I mean, I could do that on my laptop. I just want to have a little music. So I need to figure out how to be able to hear the music. So I'll have to have headphones probably, but I also need to make sure OBS is capturing the music as well. So I'll have to figure out how to do that. I think that shouldn't be too bad. And then I want to make sure that I want to figure out if I want to use my wireless mics to do that as well. That could be pretty easy. Just a couple of things I want to try and figure out, but I haven't had the time to go through and test. Just a couple of things. There's things I just got to figure out at some point. I'll figure it out. Or I won't. I don't know. I'll let you guys know. If I am going to stream on Tuesday next week, even like I said, if I do, it'll be like an hour at the very most. I will give you guys a heads up in the Discord before I do so. So if you guys want to, make sure you check out the Discord. I got to figure out I got to put this in front of me or something. I don't know. This thing is kind of broken because of this now, but with that, let's take a quick 5. If you guys need to get up, stretch, hit the bathroom, get something to eat, something to drink, whatever you guys got to do, just meet me back here in like 5. Area to another. That's cool. So the rock is an electron. It's something, that's for sure. Okay, so let's read. Stars like our sun generate light and heat by fusing hydrogen into helium. As it grows, the stars run out of hydrogen and start to contract. Okay, great. A lot of people get murdered there, so not that that's a bad thing. or not that that's a, no, it's not, that's not what I meant. Not that that's a Jesus, bro. Holy moly, you scared me. You scared me. I thought you were one of them. Good game. Damn, man. Jesus Christ.
Only one with the double finger.
Oh, damn. I wasn't even
started.
I was that's a good technique.
Wow, they make that like
A
really,
little too intense.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Logie just said both of you look so intense right now. I believe that.
Oh my god. I feel like I really arm wrestled.
I'm a dancer and I need to dance with the wizard. Oh, I'm sorry. What did you just say? I want your shoes. You want what? A little lemonade? You seem a little tense. No, sir, I don't want any lemonade. Where you get your shoes? Thanks. Hey, Calvin. Okay, well you can't have a log in your hand and talk to Calvin. Oh my god. And I have him go get sticks. Jesus Christ. Fucking slapped him in the back of the head with a fucking log. Titled Salvaged. The narrative feature will explore. Oh my god, I thought it said explode. We'll explore segments of time before the submersible's deployment, during the search for the vessel, and after the Titan's wreckage is. I gotta fight this dude. Damn. All right, we gotta take out the Candy Dozer. He got 1,000 health. Oh, look at us, guys. Oh, look at you guys. You guys seem a little more happy with the faith. I need to re-educate Em real quick. She's ruining things. Okay. You're a little less angry about life, huh? This way. Oh. There she be. We could do it. We could have a good time out there, sailing the high seas. Oh, this is the wrong one.
High seas.
I accidentally pushed the mute button the first time. Stop rolling. Kelvin, they're all rolling. Oh, all right. Welcome back. Welcome. All right. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to load up some System Shock here so we can get a little bit in. Oh shit. Hey, thank you. Damn, okay, real quick too. Apparently Monster Hunter is doing a weapon and pendant design contest. An original weapon and pendant design contest is being held for Monster Hunter Wilds. This is your chance to have your unique weapon or pendant implemented in the game. They have a website you can use to enter. Please read the contest entry rules and regulations for entry carefully before submitting your entry. Entry period starts June 3rd. So today, and then ends on June 24th. We will be accepting weapon and pendant designs for Hunter appearing in Monster Hunter Wild via Twitter. We will be accepting designs from 4 regions: Japan, the Americas, Europe, and Asia. The prize will be, we will select one grand prize winner from the top entries in both categories. Weapon category, grand prize, one winner, Hunter weapon designed for Monster Hunter Wilds. And excellent awards will be, so the grand prize is 1 winner, and the excellent awards is 8 winners. Your name will be listed in the staff roll of Monster Hunter Wilds. For the pendant, grand prize will be 1 pendant designed for Monster Hunter Wild, and then excellent awards, 8 winners will be that. Your name will be listed in the staff roll of Monster Hunter Wilds. Call for entry, judging rounds, and game implementation. Damn, that's so cool. So yeah, if you're interested, check that out. Definitely super cool. Love when they do that stuff. Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens, because that one that they did in World, the rocket fucking greatsword was so sick. So I'd love to see more of that. All right, sorry, let me get the System Shock started up for real this time, because I was like, damn, I seen it over there. Yeah, that's a great sword. It's so cool. I'm sad that they haven't implemented it into more of the game's sense. Or was it in Rise? I don't remember if it was or not. I just remember doing that charge and the rockets get more and more insane as the charge levels go. So cool. Oh, all right. I don't really remember what we were doing. I mean, I do. I was gonna say, I remember what we were doing in the System Shock last week, but I don't remember like where we're picking up from. Like, I think we're just exploring the area that we're in. World only, I believe. Yeah, that would make sense. Get our game started, and then I will pop over. Boop, 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 boop. A fan designed a charge blade too. Yeah, it was the eagle one, right? It was like very like purpley feathers and stuff. It was really, really cool. I remember having that one too because it was awesome. All right, let's go ahead. So, from what I remember, which is very little, is that we are in, where are we in? Security? Yeah. And we've just been exploring this area. We haven't done much, but we're exploring, saving a lot. Oh, nice. And yeah, so that's what we're going to continue to do. I believe we're trying to like shut down what's her name, but we have not gotten there yet. Oh, look at this. Can I take that? I don't have enough room. Nebutronic? Damn, that's cool. This is like the first time I've been in like a room that actually has like it's like a room almost, like, you know, like there's like a bunk and everything, kind of like a little bit of a personalized area. What is this? Nebula action figure. Can't find room for the meta patch. Well, what can I fucking drop then? Mag pulse rifle. Is that what I have? Do I have a mag pulse rifle? I don't. Let's drop that then. So let me do this so I can see a little better. No, yeah, no. The eagle weapon. That's right. Yeah, bro. I remember it. I remember it. David, tell me what's up.
Another long day of research complete. At least we finally seem to be getting somewhere. Now to brew a nice cup of pure tea and continue binge watching the true crime and space episodes.
Bro, did you hear that? Did you hear that, bro? What kind of tea was that guy getting into? All right, let's go here. Oh. What kind of tea? Oh, damn, bro. You didn't even listen to him? I'll play it back.
Really? Oh, it took me almost 2 hours trying to figure out how to get that damned audio system to shut off. Huh. Julie just tried to come through the comm link and I couldn't understand what was going on. I'm sure I'm no longer able to contact her. I'll contact IT and get this comm fixed.
Fair enough. All right, let me go back to Sakuri, and it was Dan, I believe, or David.
Another long day of research complete. At least we finally seem to be getting somewhere. Now to brew a nice cup of pure tea and continue binge watching the true crime and space episodes.
Pure tea, bro. Some pure tea. Bro's getting into some pure.
Patrice left me today. It came out of nowhere. I mean, one minute we were as close as we could be, and then she says she needs to figure out who she is. You're 37. If you don't know who you are by now, then a map and a compass will help you find your own ass.
Damn. Dana's upset. Dana is like mad upset though. The real deal, impressive. That's what I'm saying, bro. I knew you'd be excited. I knew you would understand better than I would. About the pure. Optibond finance chip? Oh, that's junk, bro. Gold piggy bank. I do want a gold piggy bank, actually.
Hey, Dan? Yeah, let's try to meet up for dinner on Friday. Maybe we can record a message to send home to,
Okay.
Hey, if you see Kieran before I do, let him know that the C-Space terminal and medical is fixed. Shouldn't melt anyone's brains anymore. You know, I've been thinking about that transfer. I might take it. We can talk about it on Friday.
I hope he did take it. Damn. He'd be the only one who got out of here fucking, you know, in any kind of fucking anything. Jesus Christ, bro. We're going in there then, huh? Got to be saving kind of frequently because there are no revives in this area. Oh, I see. Ow. Fuck. He big dead. Couple of your favorites are Puers, right? Still hope to create that one. And Numi no longer Mace. Which one is that? I do not remember which one theirs is. Or which one that one is. Ooh, I can't open that. Nice. That's awesome. It's not where we want to go, but that's awesome. All right, let's go in here. Nothing really.
It seems like Morris's Gremlin is working for now. I'm Elizabeth Taggart, and I helped design Citadel Station. Then you get access to Shodan's computers on the bridge. Look for the primary cyberchip. You can only take her offline in cyberspace, as her computer core was built to withstand any physical damage.
Ooh.
Once you're in
Cease your pestering, insect. Accept the coming of your new god.
All right. Well, that doesn't sound good. Hey, there's that bridge. That's dope. We need that. Okay, so we're gonna have to take her in cyberspace, bro. But I'm so ass at cyberspace shit. But I'm so ass at the cyberspace shit, bro. And the mint basil, ooh, that does sound quite nice though. Let me get rid of those guys. Oh. Just like that. Oh, you guys are back already, huh? It doesn't last long, huh? All right. That's all right. I can go quick. Oh, God.
Warning. Bridge separation process. Stage 2. Engines charging for firing. All personnel leave the area immediately.
Okay, there's a ladder here. I was like, where the hell am I supposed to be going?
Warning. Bridge separation imminent. Atmospheric depressurization commencing.
Ooh. This looks like a good place to be. That area sucked though. That middle area, but this is saying bridge. And I think that's where we would like to be going. Is to the bridge. To the bridge. Over the bridge. Yeah, it was really good. I bet, man. That sounds like a very interesting combo. I would love to have tried it, but I don't think I ever did. It says I'm still in security. But this feels very bridge-like. Let me come right here. Let me do a quick save. Let me just see what the hell this is about to be about, because this could be a lot of bullshit right here. Is that Diego? It seemed like Diego. I think that could have been Diego. Oops. Okay, well, listen. In my defense, my health is also very low. And I was just trying to see what kind of bullshit was in there. So now, we're going to do a real one. Now we're going to do a real one, man. Now we're doing a real one, all right? But 1 HP in a dream. Well, the dream was already kind of dead, if you ask me. But we're going to go berserk. Oh! Did he one slice me? Bro, he literally did. He literally one sliced me. He said no. He sure did say no. Bro, how he get a crit like that, you know? Okay, well, we got to play this a little differently than I expected then. So let's do same thing. At least for this. Let's get all hopped up. Put a projectile up. And I guess we're just going to go in. Let's go with railgun this time. Actually put railgun in for that. Let's do railgun and we will go in proximity mine as well. Let's see if this works out a little better for us. Oh my god. Whoa! He's gone crazy right now. Oh, what? Oh, I can't shoot. I can't shoot. Oh, okay. Okay, that thing takes a long time to reload. I kept popping out thinking I was good, and it takes a long time to reload. I felt like we had him on his back foot, though. I felt like we were doing really good there. You know? Definitely we're kicking his ass. We were definitely kicking his ass. No doubt about it in my mind. In my mind, I think we were doing really good. All right, let's do a little save now that we're all loaded up. Ready to go. That's not far enough. Okay. Ow. Oh my god. Boy, he hit hard. Boy, he hit hard. What do you think the strat is here? I'm hitting him with my best gun here. This railgun is insane. We only get one shot out of it too per time. Maybe we'll do this as well. Fuck it. Oh my god. Okay. Oh wow. Man, he is so lethal up close. Okay, I don't know how to kill him. Oh man, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to do. This is kind of where I end up getting, and then I don't remember what I should be doing. Maybe we do like a reflex instead. Maybe reflex is the better move here. Reflex doesn't go for very long though. But it might be the only thing we get, you know? Oh my god, what happened? Oh, I thought I had this loaded up already. Jesus Christ, that's slow. God damn, that's so crazy. Man, that's so much. Man, I fucked that up a little bit. It was that was helping, but man, the reload on that is slow, and I'm pretty sure I updated the reload time on that too. I'm pretty sure I updated the reload time on that one. Because I got the plus on it. Wow, that was brutal.
Boy, he be hitting. Why he be hitting like that? Critting like that. On me like that.
Facts, bro. Just straight facts on that. God damn, man. I thought I was clear on that one. God damn, god damn, god damn. There's no fucking safe spot in here either. Man, I don't know what to do. Yeah, like I keep thinking like I can run around or whatever, but like those missiles just they go behind everything too. This game has just been fucking brutal the whole way through too. Let me see if my little walkthrough's got a little bit of I need a little guidance here, because that seems fucking brutal, man. Fucking brutal. Timing and a little luck to pull off. Okay. I love a little luck thrown in. Yeah, okay. I have a little bit of a game plan here on this one then. The people are saying that we can do essentially what I was doing, except for we have these EMP grenades, and that could be even better. They're saying that you can EMP him and we can get him to shut down pretty quick here. Oh, I didn't get him. Never mind. Missed. Yep. A little luck. Okay, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it this time. We're gonna get it. Oh no, what? I thought that we hit him. I was pretty sure we hit him. All right, let's try it again. No shit. God damn. Apparently I did not hit him, huh? Oh, man, that blew up in my face. Oh, that one did. Okay. Okay. It does work. It's just it's tough. It doesn't seem to do what it wasn't working as good as I was hoping the first couple of times there. But I think we can do it. I think we can do it. I kept hitting caps locks there. That's my bad. Berserker wore it off on immediately when I was doing the last one, so. Oh no, bro, how are you hitting me already? Stop. God damn, bro, how are you hitting me? Stop. Damn it. No, fuck, man, those suck. The luck thrown in is not even a joke at this point, man. To get those to land on him is insane. Holy shit. Come on. Where'd he go? Yeah, bitch! Got him. Oh no. What? There's more. There's more. There's more. I don't like this. I don't like more. I don't like more. I don't like more, guys. Oh, I was not prepared for more. 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 Okay, so do you think you gotta, do we get an auto save there? Shit. Just do that again, but for longer. Yeah, you're so right, man. Hey, you're so right. I can't believe they've done this to me. I can't believe they've done this to me. That shit's insane, man. I was so ready. I was just so ready to go. Okay, where are the others? Okay. We're gonna need to berserk up again real quick. Easy. Oh no! Oh no! I ran out of energy. Okay, just do that again, but with more energy the next time, right? Man, I'm really getting the strat down though. I think I'm doing pretty good on this dude now. Like I think I got what he's doing, so I think I can run up pretty quick on him. Aye, bro. Woo! Give me a save here. Give me a save here. Holy shit. That was insane. That is insane. The amount of work that they just put on me there. Oh. Give me your shit, Diego. Bitch ass. Bro, where'd their bodies go? Woo! Holy shit. Man. Tell me that was, I mean, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I always give a little shout out. Bro, you not even wrong about needing some fucking water. I will give a little shout out to my walkthrough. They've been helping me out with on some stupid shit like that. Like that's some stupid shit. Can't believe they made me do that shit. Little gulp sounds. Excuse me. God damn. God damn. Someone have to pay. I agree, man. Sometimes to get that kind of work put on you, man. Yeah, normally you gotta pay for that kind of shit. Man, that was crazy. I did not expect that. I did expect that we were gonna run into Diego again.
Air pressure rapidly decreasing.
But man, I did not expect that. Oh! The bridge? This is the last section, guys. Woo! Bridge is the last section in the game before like we do like the run. Oh, show me. Why are we getting this music during this? Oh, I see. So we're not going back. You can see, I thought.
Is this firearm? Of course it is.
Oh, I'm sure it was supposed to be elevator music. I thought we were going back to do other things later, but I don't think that we ever are. You saved, right? I saved before I jumped into the thing, yeah. Excuse me. Let's just go balls out first, and then if we die, you know, I saved.
Forget the body. It is but a tool to be discarded.
Oh, she's calling.
You have entered my sanctum. Rebecca and Morris cannot help you here.
I ain't expecting them to help.
You are ready to die.
I'm ready to die, always. This is but a dream within a dream. Damn, I don't know who that guy is, but he a dick. He a for real dick, though. Ooh. You know when I saved? I saved down on the last floor. Did you want to watch that again? Did you want to? Without music this time? So I thought we were going back down. It's even creepier with like no music. I thought we were going back down to the escape hatches or something. Escape pod. That's what I'm thinking. But this seems like we're not. Like this seems like they just destroyed Citadel Station. Like that it's gone forever, you know? But only one way to find out. Elevator disabled. Okay. See, now we'll do a save here as well. That guy sounds like, you know what that guy sounds like? To me, what he sounds like? A little bit of Berserker and the rapier. You see what I'm saying?
You have entered my sanctum. Rebecca and Morris cannot help you here.
Oh, okay.
I hope you are ready to die.
I'm always ready to die, bro.
Searching.
Whew. Not functional? Oh, that's a door. Damn. A lot of things sounding very bubbly out here. You know? Very gurgly. Damn. Popped him right in the face. Ooh, nice. I love this. That's a room there. We just cruising around, just seeing what's happening. Oh, that guy's a dick. Ow! My butt crack. Damn, bro, hit me straight in the crack. Imagine being the kind of dude who's a dude in the crack like that, man. That's crazy. I mean, that's just crazy. What? What do you mean, what? Bro hit me in the crack, bro. He hit me straight in the crack.
You have entered my sanctum. Rebecca and Morris cannot help you here. I hope you are ready to die.
I have awoken. Thank you.
How do you have awareness of your crack? Bro, how do you not? You know? I feel like that's the better question. You know? I feel like that's the only thing I have awareness of is my crack, bro. Let's do something crazy, you know? Let's do something crazy. Let's take out bro over here. With one of those, you know, just straight to the face, you know, fucking to the dome, bro. Man, I do love this fucking pulse rifle that I got, or whatever this thing is. What is this one? Yeah, plasma rifle. You know, that fucking that sound is so meaty. I love it. Ooh, I love he had another one of those things on him. You have a crack meter, crack status? Oh, that it's just mental, you know? It's just one of those things you just mentally know of. You don't even have to have a status bar or anything like that. It's not just not how it works in this scenario. You just know about it. Who the fuck is that? And why are they gonna get railgunned, you know? Oh, bro! Man got exploded. I know I don't even have to do that with these dudes, but it's kind of fun. There's something kind of fun about it. Kinda sick. All right, I think I'm gonna call it here. I feel like we're on the bridge. We definitely got some splowing to do. We'll try and see what we got. I don't know how much time we got left in this, but I think we're definitely getting pretty close. Yeah, I feel like we hit a good point here, and I don't really feel like going on for too much longer. I got some stuff I want to try and do, so maybe we'll try and wrap here in just a few. But yeah, cool. That'll wrap up our game today. Doesn't look like it's getting any easier. Yeah, who thinks it's getting easier, man? I feel like we don't have much left. Like the bridge is gonna be a lot of messing with what's her name, Shodan. I don't know that it's gonna be easy, but just trying to see, like, trying to get a general idea of all the things we have to do. It seems like a lot still, actually. I take it back. There's still kind of a lot. But yeah, I don't think it's going to get much easier. All right. Yeah, thanks, guys, for coming and hanging out. Not that I'm going to wrap up right this second, but kind of a little bit of a lot. We're good. We're good. Ooh, nice. Pull this person up. Who is... I'm going to see who's on. So, remember, I will be back Thursday. We'll be hanging out, doing news, System Shock, all those fun things. And then Friday, I will be back as well, 4:30. We're going to do a watch party, Summer Game Fest. And then, Shadow Man doing a 24-hour stream. Interesting. And then I will be off for a couple of days, guys. So make sure that you guys are hanging about. 17 hours of the 24-hour stream Shadow Man is on right now. Lone Wolf is also on, doing some cozy game stuff. I'm guessing she's probably wrapping up soon. And then there's somebody, I don't know this person, named Aubrey on Fire, and they're playing Hades, which I thought might be kind of cool. He's only got a handful of people over there. Oh, I can't tell if he just quit the game and he was done. I don't know what the fuck happened. I literally pulled him up just to see what he was doing. What the fuck is that sound? What disconnected? The fuck? I don't even know what that was. Man, I don't know. Anybody else got anybody you would like to see? Mystery notification. Yeah, it didn't even pop up, man. Usually, you know, it'll fucking pop up something. Yeah, oh, Lone's gone. We're out. Anybody have anybody you would like me to send y'all to? I'm trying to see. I don't see anybody really. Not really. I'm looking through the Hades stuff real quick. Oh, this person's got double audio. Oh man. I got nothing. All right. Damn. Well, here's what we'll do. Thursday and Friday, we'll definitely find some people and we'll raid over too. We'll definitely do some raids on Friday then. Thursday and Friday. Or just the Thursday, whatever. I don't know. I don't care. All right, guys, I'm out. I'm done. I gotta go. I got things to do. I appreciate y'all coming in and hanging out, and going through it with me. Let me find us a banger. Get some stuff done. Don't stress too much. Too late. Yeah, I will be back, like I said, Thursday, guys, and Friday. Make sure you guys come check me out. Like I said, we'll be off all next week, so essentially all next week. I'm watching for Grace. Not with this light ass hair, you won't see him. But thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Hope you guys have a great night and a great week if I don't see you. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. Bye. Have a great night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Goodbye and good night. Good night and goodbye. I'm so glad Obama came by. Plenty. 46 months. see you guys. Have a good one. Bye.